We've had quite a few incidents with
False.
her.
I told him, I was like, I didn't assault nobody.
Well, what do you do for a living?
I don't. What do you mean? What do I do for a living?
Alexis is present. I'll hear from you.
Me first, sir? Okay. So Alexis rent is $850 and it is a full subsidy as well. Her portion is nothing. I just gained possession of this property middle of April. We've had quite a few incidents with her. Here is one incident report. There's quite a few. We do also have a written statement from a person that she pointed a gun at. And we also have pictures here as well. This is from him. This is another statement. And these are all there. It refers back to that other police report.
On. All right, I'll hear from you. Tell me what's going on.
The incidents are false. I have the actual like police reports, and on one of them, she's evicting me for pointing the rifle at him, but it's an incident. They have it with incident with in the report. It's not a rifle. It's not even a BB gun. I never did that to anybody. And then
It's not a rifle. It's not a BB gun. What is it?
just a BB gun, sir, and they said I was pointing it at them and everything like that. But in the police report, they came and they talked to both of us, and it was his fault. He had loose pet bulls everywhere. That's what.
And what?
He had loose pet bulls. Loose pet bulls. He had loose pet bulls. That's why we got in the
Loose
altercation.
boots?
Pit bulls.
Loose pit bulls.
Yes, sir.
So who was that person?
The person that he lived in 502. I guess the person she got the sign form.
All right, so that's one. What about the others?
She also said that I assaulted her at one point, and that's false. I told him, I was like, I didn't assault nobody. I did.
Well, what do you do for a living?
What do you mean? What do I do for a living?
Oh yeah, do you work?
No, sir. Yes, sir. I did work full time, but I was domestic violence. That's why I get help, because they're trying to help me.
Yeah, but okay, so where are you working?
I'm going to school. Google Careers downtown in San Antonio. That's what I do. I have my and then I have this thing from the city where I call them to fix my stuff, and it takes them like they don't fix it. I even have she has me, and then so I have to call the city, and they have to come make sure they fix it because they're not fixing it for me.
That's not before the court. What's before the court is whether or not you have been violating.
No, and then I'm not violating anything.
Well,
and then she has me under a lease violation for my dog, but in my lease, it's getting paid for. It's just not able to get, she doesn't have it on there, like the name's not on there. It is getting paid for, but she said that I have a unauthorized dog.
I have a copy of the lease if you.
Does she have a dog?
She does, yes, sir.
Well, is it paid?
No, I can give you the copy if you like.
I have the lease on my phone.
All right. Well, the lease, the lease that you have provide for the dog?
Yes, sir. But it's not on there because when I email her or call her, like she doesn't answer, she doesn't pick up, she doesn't take any of my emails. I even been requesting like for my parking pass to be delivered in the mail because we've been having problems, or on my door, and it hasn't been delivered since any of these problems.
Right now, we only require parking passes for people that have covered reserved spots. She does not have a covered reserved spot, so we have not done that phase yet to enforce the open parking spot. So at this point, it's not necessary for her to have one. And I've explained that to her as well too. And that was, I gave you one of the case numbers in there as well too. That was explained to her. It got really escalated in the office. I asked her to leave. She refused to leave. Once I walked outside, I opened the door, I started walking outside. She followed me just continuously. I started walking back in backwards and tried to close the door, pushed me back. I pushed the door back closed. I'm there to make it safe for people that I treat this property as if I lived there, and I want to make it safe. there's a lot of things that were done with the prior manager, and I'm having to take a lot of action towards it right now.
All right, anything further? What's the address of the property?
So we have 3 different addresses. This particular one that's in question is 702. But the office where we're at is 27.
All right, having heard the evidence of the judgment of the court, the plaintiff had possession of the premises. This is not a court of record. You have an absolute right to appeal the court's decision. All right. There you go. I suggested you visit with is the city here after all? Gilbert?
No, Judge.
There you go. All right.
Thank you, Your Honor. I
Right.
appreciate it. Have a good weekend.
See if you can provide her with some information with respect to rental relocation information.
Sir, she didn't even give me 30 days to vacate when she did. Under the CARES Act, it's supposed to give me.
Is it a CARES Act property?
We are not.
Yeah, she is. She's with Sam Ministries. I gave it to a lawyer.
Okay, all right. Well, visit with the lawyer.
I did.
All right, well, where is the lawyer?
No, it was a St. Mary's lawyer that they referred.
All right, okay, well, you should go back and visit with them so they can help you.
Okay, so what do I do?
Well, a judgment's been entered. You have an absolute right to appeal the court's decision. You have 5 days to appeal, so you can get the appeal information at the front desk there.
5 days to move out, 5 days to appeal.
Okay, she
Estela Sanchez versus Chelsea Castillo. Estela Sanchez. Chelsea Zane Castillo. We're not here? They're not here? What?
He walked.
Is it?
Nobody answered on that.
All right.
Another party such as this, and you just can't seem to work it out. Don't resort to taking the law in your own hands.
We'll hear the litigants' reaction after these messages.
All right, thank you very much. Officer Bell's waiting for you, and that will bring this case to a conclusion.